Welcome to the InfoMullet YouTube channel. If you enjoy this content, please like or share. And if you'd like to support the InfoMullet by becoming a mulleteer, visit us on Patreon. We appreciate your support. Paul, any reliable forecasting on what's going on in Africa, looking at the John Hopkins site? Things look quiet. So, Paul, great question. The problem with developing countries in this virus is they don't have the infrastructure or capabilities often to get massive amounts of testing kits. So this looks quiet is probably a false reading because they're not able to test as much. Likewise, when someone dies, they're not necessarily classifying that as a COVID-19 death. Remember, our forecast that we use to compare against tested is based off death rates that are assumed to be COVID. If they're not reporting death rates, like Bangladesh has probably been underreporting death rates, that affects our forecast. We're seeing a lot of secondary and tertiary effects in different, because Africa is a huge place. So we have North Africa, Western Africa, the central areas, South. We're seeing a lot of movement now in North and Central Africa and a little bit in the West, where countries are beginning. I just saw Sabina Ahmed posted a great video, and I can't share it because the guy is swearing all the time, but it's a Liberian police officer almost crying into his dash cam, swearing at parents to get their children inside. That's in Liberia. That's west coast of Africa, right? So, wait, am I thinking Liberia? Okay, I want to make sure I'm not mistaking it with other ones. That's a real human emotion. It's a real human response. They're feeling this in those areas. They're going through lots of reactions. But are we getting tested numbers? Can we see it on the John Hopkins site? No. The other problem is if you go sort of in the mid-central Africa and the Sahel region, so, here's the Mediterranean coastline, Sahara, and you drop down in the Sahel, that entire area has a really active insurgency that I've been watching for a long time. The Sahel insurgency, you have Al-Qaeda and ISIS, local insurgents fighters, they're just ripping apart that area south of the Sahara. And so you're losing a lot of government institutions and infrastructure right as this contagion goes through those areas. So I would say that I think Africa is getting hit by this. It may, like everything else, it may be timing effects, there may be lag times, but I think it's happening. We're just not capturing it in the test. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to follow the InfoMullet, visit us on Facebook or Twitter. And if you'd like notifications when we post new video content, click on the red subscribe button below the video. If you've ever wanted to become a mulleteer and support the InfoMullet, visit us on Patreon. We appreciate the support.